Michael Thng can make a crowd erupt like a Milo dinosaur. In this video, I'll explain his secret sauce, one thing he could do even better, and a meta lesson for everyone.
But how many of you, is this your first rally that you've ever attended for the Workers' Party? How many of you are Lao Jiaos and have been here for a long time?
He starts by acknowledging everyone, the old birds and the fresh chicks. It's like hosting a massive reunion where everyone gets a warm handshake. The speech feels inclusive. Old, young, first-timers, veterans, everyone's part of the Workers' Party story.
I think about the first time I attended my Workers' Party rally in 2006, some 20 years ago. I was a JC student, not TJC. I changed out of my school uniforms to come to Serangoon Stadium. Took the long journey from the west to Serangoon Stadium. I had the impression that Singapore was A-OK. But that night, arriving at Serangoon Stadium, being amongst the many of you who loudly proclaimed your desire for a different Singapore, for a stronger Singapore, for a more inclusive Singapore, my mind was changed. My mind was awoken, and so in many ways I have all of you to thank for my journey to this stage.
That's a powerful story. He isn't preaching from a mountaintop, just from the stage. And he's saying, hey, I was once down there with you. That's an emotional bridge that flatters and empowers the audience. You made a difference then, you can make a difference now.
And to the many students who changed out their school uniforms and came to this stadium today, I hope to see many of you on stage here in a couple of years.
And you can make a difference in the future. It's like a marathon runner turning back at the finish line and saying, you can cross this too. It makes people feel they are powerful.
Now, over the past 15 years, I've seen how the Workers' Party has made a difference. Not through catchy slogans or fancy showmanship, but through real work on real issues. The party has never accepted the false choices that were put forward by the PAP. The PAP once said that we could not support single mothers or it would undermine the family unit. We said we can do better, right?
Here, he shifts gears from emotion to principles. He paints the Workers' Party as fighters who don't just throw tomatoes from the sidelines. They walk into the arena and offer better answers. They claim the moral high ground. And notice how he peppers in quick questions to the audience, like tossing sparks onto a bonfire. It keeps the live energy crackling.
We don't want to be told that the sky is white when we see it is blue. We don't want to be told that raising GST in the middle of record high inflation is good policy when we know it could have been postponed. We don't want to be told that CDC vouchers will make it all okay when we know it is just a band-aid for a gaping wound.
Each line hits like a jab. Fast, sharp, relatable. He's voicing everyday frustrations, the kind you grumble about at a kopitiam. It makes the audience feel, finally, someone's saying it out loud. And the metaphors? Crystal clear. Can a band-aid fix a gaping wound?
I ask you, will you tell your friends and family to vote for the Workers' Party? Because we can only win if we do this together. If you get your friends together, your family together, people you kind of know who live in Tampines together, and get everybody to vote for the Workers' Party.
He converts emotion into action. How? By giving them a mission. The bonfire he created is now burning bright. Now, let's talk about what he could have done to move me, and the meta lesson everyone can learn. And no, before you comment that I'm anti-Workers' Party? Relax. I'm literally showing how the Workers' Party can win even more votes. Here's the thing. As someone who tries to hear from both sides before casting a vote, I felt something huge was missing. His plans for Tampines. Because here's reality. 90% of voters think local issues matter more than national ones. And according to a YouGov survey, about 1 in 4 voters are undecided. Michael's speech did a fantastic job of rallying the faithful, talking about issues like GST hikes and cost of living, frustrations we all feel. That's great for energizing your base. But for undecided voters, it's a different ballgame. Because if those national issues were deal breakers, they wouldn't still be undecided. Undecided voters are like diners at a buffet. They've heard about your signature dishes, but they're hovering with an empty plate, waiting for something that smells even better. National issues are important meat. Local plans, that's the rice that fills their plate. So in my mind, hammering national issues is necessary, but pairing it with a clear, exciting plan for Tampines would have made it even stronger. Here's the bigger meta lesson. Every speech has different objectives, and you need to know which ones you're hitting. Crystallizing your supporters? Great. Winning over undecided voters? Even better. Do both, and you're not just lighting a bonfire. You're setting the whole field ablaze. Thanks for watching.